It's summer and I'm wearing a sweatshirt. Not mad about it. Hey guys, welcome to my channel Halloween Happy, where Halloween is more than just once a year. How is it going? If this is your first time to my channel, my name's Sam. I hope you like Halloween. As you can tell, I love Halloween. I like Halloween shopping, Halloween decorating, Halloween collecting, all sorts of Halloween stuff. Let's just go ahead and jump into today's video. I have a story time for you guys, and I have not told this story in quite a long time. The paranormal videos are gonna be coming soon, guys. They're gonna be coming. I know you guys want to see those videos. You want to hear the stories, and I'm really putting it off as long as I can because I'm worried that I'm gonna get haunted again. When I was young, I was probably, how old was I? I'm really bad with like child development, like their age. When people have kids, I'm like, oh, how old is your kid too? And they're like, no, he's 7. I was probably around the age of maybe 8. The old neighborhood that I grew up in, and our house that we lived in was red. And now that I look back on it, it was like a blood red. It wasn't the best and it wasn't the worst, but it was closer to being the worst than it was being the best. I used to spend a lot of time, I had friends growing up as a kid, but the majority of my time I spent alone, so I would always spend time in my room. I had such a creative imagination. Wow, my childhood was kind of messed up. I'm like, you know what? Like, at least I had such a creative imagination. Like, I'm so thankful for the imagination that I still have. But I would just like know how to keep myself entertained, and I would just find ways to be creative and entertain myself as a kid. Talked about this before. I used to journal in these books, just seriously all about Halloween. I'm not even saying that just so you think I've loved Halloween since I was a kid. What kid does that? I also spent a lot of time outside, like in our front yard and in our backyard. To give you an idea of like how I kept myself entertained, like our front yard, I would always put like a sheet out in the front yard, and I would act like it was a gymnastics floor, like the mat. Play music, and I would always do like cartwheels and like do little dance routines, acting like I was in the Olympics. In the backyard, there would always be a ton of leaves because we had this huge tree like in the very center of our yard. I'd always use like a little snow shovel, and I would shovel the leaves, like I would shovel a path throughout these leaves throughout my backyard and make like a little bike trail. Intersections there, I would make little speed bumps like out of dirt and sticks, and I would have like a little gas station over here, a little car wash over here. It's like a little BMX trail track. It was pretty awesome. I was an awesome kid. I'd always like beg my mom to buy one of those pools, like the little pools that are really like, they're this tall, but they're flimsy, not the hard plastic ones where you can't fold them up. It's the ones that you can roll up. I had a little gate into our backyard, and it was like a chain linked fence, and it would have the little handle underneath our carport, so that we'd have a driveway, then the carport, and then the gate to go to the backyard. Always like write a little sign on it and say like pool rules. I would write the cost of if you want to swim in my pool, how much you had to pay. Just a normal Saturday afternoon. Late afternoon. I remember this so like vividly because it scared me. I'm not really swimming because you couldn't really swim. Like you just pretty much lay your body there like a dead mermaid, and you're just like hanging out. Splash, splash. My mom was in the kitchen. She was like doing dishes, and then she was also like, I remember she was just doing housework that day. Sometimes she would have the back door open, but we had our air on at this time, so the door was shut. Leaning against the pool, my body's like sprawled out, and I'm just sitting there with my head peeking up above the pool like, what's going on? Saturday afternoon. Got my pool rules over there posted. Is anyone gonna pay me to swim in my swimming pool? All of a sudden, I hear the gate open super fast. I heard the cling of the little handle. The gate opens up. Am I hearing something? And I peek my head. Not gonna be like, who's over there? Because no, I knew. Peeked my head up, and I remember I was like this, and I look above the pool, and there is this man that is coming into the backyard. Looks distraught, kind of dirty. His clothes are kind of ripped. Just doesn't look, I mean, obviously it's not a normal situation. Come on. As a kid, I'm like, this guy does not look right. Like, what the heck is happening? He runs into the backyard, closes the gate. So this guy ends up seeing me because the pool's not that big. Like, there's nowhere that I can hide, and I'm just trying to hide, but it's like, okay, either I hold my breath down in the water, and I'm not even kidding, guys, like this is crazy. Well, either I can run into the house, which it's not close, but it's not far, but he would see me. And the door's shut, and so so my brain is like, would it take me more time to try and run into the house, or what if he sees me and gets mad, or what if he doesn't see me or pays attention to me when I'm in the pool? I was just hoping that he was gonna, because we lived, like, there was a trailer park behind us, and then it was like all these woods and everything, hoping that he's just cutting through our yard. And I'm like, I don't know who you are, just get out of here, cut through our yard and do what you need to do. He ends up going through the yard, he looks over and he sees me, and he was like, don't tell anyone I was back here. And I was just like really shocked, and I'm like, oh my God, like, what is happening? This guy saw me. And it's like a grown man, and imagine being a little girl, like, in a swimming pool, and some man is coming in your backyard. Like, that's, I don't know, like, that's your safe zone. Like, you play out there so much, you have your friends there, there's just so many good memories out there, you know, it's like a safe zone. And then to have some grown strange man come through, like, running. So my mom's still inside, not knowing that there's some guy in our backyard, ends up climbing up our tree that we have. And I'm just like, what is happening? Like, he's climbing up the tree. He's not jumping the fence, not getting out of the yard, just climbing the tree. Kind of hear shouting from a bunch of other people, like, in front of our house, like, kind of off in the distance. He's climbing it, like, the bark's falling out, some of the leaves are being shaken down, and I'm just like, I'm gonna die, or I'm gonna get kidnapped, or something bad is gonna happen. And he said, don't tell anyone I'm here. If you do, I will come back and kill you. And I was just like, oh my God, like, it's scaring me just thinking about it now. I need to at least try to get into my house. So I'm just like, I literally just act like I couldn't hear him or anything. So I was just kind of like splashing around real quick. And then I'm just like, la-di-da-dee, blah, blah, blah. Let me get out of the pool and just be a normal kid. So I get out of the pool and I kind of just walk like nothing's happening. Keep calm, keep calm, keep calm. So I open up the screen door in the backyard, and I open up our back door, and I go into the kitchen, shut the door, lock the screen, I lock the doorknob, and I lock the bolt. Mom's in the living room. And I like go out, and I'm like so young that my brain's not, like, I know something's not right about this situation. This guy is gonna come back and kill me and my mom if I say something. Like, he knows our house, he's seen me, he will come back to kill us if I say anything. There's some guy in our tree, like, he ran in the backyard, and now he climbed up in our tree, and now he's just in the tree. She's kind of like looking out back through the window, trying to peek through, then she looks out front. There was a cop car down the street, so she just made sure that we were like locked inside of our house. She ends up calling 911, and she's like, hey, I'm located at blah, blah, blah. Her daughter said that there was a man in the tree, and she like gives them all the details and stuff. So the 911 dispatcher ends up dispatching the cops, like telling them like, hey, that guy that you're looking for in that neighborhood is in this backyard. I look out the front window to our living room, and I remember like I see just these cop cars coming up to our house, getting out, running, and they just like busted through our fence. They go to the tree, and all you hear is like just a bunch of shouting. One of the cops went up in the tree, and there was like another one, and they end up ripping him down from the freaking tree. They end up arresting him, taking him away, and they like take our little statement or whatever. I was just really trying to swim. How scary is that? Can you imagine if you were a kid and that happened? Like, I really thought, I was like, wow, even though he's getting arrested, I was like, he's going to come back and kill us. What if he comes back whenever he's done with jail? I always talk to my mom about it. I'm like, well, what if he comes back? And she's like, he's not, it's fine, don't worry. And then a few months later, I'm like, oh, what if he comes back? And it just stuck with me for a while. Like, it haunted me. I don't know, it's just really scary. That's the story about the man that was in my tree. I know that you guys enjoyed or liked, that sounds bad, but I know that some of you guys liked my story time that I did about the time I almost got kidnapped around the corner like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Then the man in my hotel room. So here's another man story. Like, this is why I don't trust people. Hope you guys enjoyed that story. Not really enjoy, but that's a story that I wanted to share with you guys. Maybe it'll give you more insight of why I'm such a paranoid person. Let me know what you guys think and how you would have reacted as a kid. Hopefully nothing like that has happened to you. I hope not. And why I always creep myself out when I'm home alone. It's scary. scary. If you guys want more Halloween Happy, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Halloween Happy, and I also have a Facebook page, which is Halloween Happy. All my social media links are listed down below, so be sure to check those out if you guys are interested. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also turn on the notifications, that way you are notified when I have a new video. Sometimes YouTube won't always tell you, so that's why I post it everywhere, so you know. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Let me know what's going on. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I hope this video finds you having a Halloween happy kind of day. And lock your back gate. What can I say? I'll see you next time. Bye!